I think we should always believe in preserving the memories because that keeps us alive, gives us energy to discover and to do new things. I remember my college days when we used to contribute the money among the friends and used to spend them on Asian stalls, enjoying the stir-fried noodles, the Manchurians, and the pepper prawns. So this dish is inspired from those old memories of my college days. Also, it has some inspiration from southern part of India because I believe peppercorn is a native spice to southern India. If we collaborate that spice with some fennel, some curry leaves, some garlic, some garam masala, it will be a winning recipe. So let's start making pepper prawn in my style. So my name is Amrish, you're watching Gourmet at Home. So for pepper prawn, we require prawns, mustard seeds, curry leaves, of course some crushed peppercorns. I have taken some mango chutney to give a bit of sweetness to my prawns. I need some soya sauce, some crushed fennel seeds, chopped green chili, coriander and ginger. Along with that, I will be serving some classical accompaniments, or I would say not an accompaniment but a dish which is always cherished on a South Indian platter after the meal. Yes, it's curd rice and the crispy poppadoms. So let's start first seasoning the prawn. Now I will just sprinkle some salt, turmeric powder, some lemon juice, and then I will rest it for 10 to 15 minutes. So it's always advisable to season the prawn 10 to 15 minutes prior to cooking. If you are seasoning your prawns before, then what will happen? The salt content in your seafood will go high, so you will not enjoy your seafood. So let's start making the pepper masala. So for pepper masala, we will first add some oil to the pan. After adding the oil, we will add some mustard seeds, green curry leaves, then I will add garlic, for this recipe we need a good amount of garlic because the garlic contributes a lot in the flavor and taste of this pepper masala. After the garlic, we'll add chopped onions. Now the garlic and the onions, we will not caramelize them, but we will cook them for a long time with some soya sauce, and if required, we'll add some water in between. We can see our garlic and onion, they are soft enough. At this stage, we will add crushed peppercorns, then we will add crushed fennel seeds. We'll just mix the spices with garlic and onion. After adding crushed peppercorns and crushed fennel seeds, we will add soya sauce. Now the soya sauce has got salt in it, so we need to be very careful how much salt we need in our recipe. Now I will add water and I will continue cooking my garlic and onion with soya sauce and spices that I have added to this. Now soya sauce you will get with different brands and with different textures and intensity, but I would suggest you to use a light soya sauce so that you can control the seasoning and the flavor of your masala. We will add some jaggery. If you don't have a jaggery with you, you can use sugar also for this. I have got mango chutney with me, so I'll put some mango chutney. Now this sweetness will balance the saltiness of soya sauce, and it will also help in balancing the acidity of the masala. Our pepper sauce is almost getting ready, so we will keep it aside and we'll start frying our prawns for this. Now we will fry the prawns in tempura batter. My oil is hot, my prawns are seasoned, so we can start frying the prawns. So our prawns are ready. Now this tempura flour is available on any grocery store or on any Asian store. I have seasoned my tempura flour with some pepper powder, salt and a little bit of turmeric. You can add the spices, whatever spices you want to have in your tempura. Prawns are fried and they are crispy. Now this is the time we will adjust the seasoning in our pepper masala. I can feel I need some more acidity and more sweetness to this. So let's add some more chutney, some more jaggery and a lemon juice. So I have used mango chutney for this. You can use any sweet chutney that is available in your home. You can use papaya chutney, you can use apple jam, you can use plum jam, you can use pineapple jam or pineapple chutney. So now at this stage, we will add our crispy fried tempura prawns in the pepper masala. And before we mix our prawns with the masala, we will add chopped coriander, a little bit of ginger and green chilies. And we can gently mix the prawns with the masala. We can add some more crushed pepper powder. Our pepper prawns are ready. Give me 2 more minutes. In the meantime, I will prepare a curd rice for you. So here I have some soft boiled rice, curd. I will season it with some salt. We will mix it. The curd rice is ready. So now let's start plating the pepper prawns. So I will be using this platter for my pepper prawns. Prawns are slightly black in color. Soya sauce is there, crushed peppercorn is there, pepper powder is there. So I think black and black will go well, along with some greens and some red in that. And curd rice is white in color. So we have got black, green, red and white on the platter. So I have used curry leaf sticks to present my pepper prawns because these are my memories of Asian food in Bangalore, from where I did my college. So it was a stir-fry food with a little influence of local herbs and spices like curry leaves, pepper, the garam masala, the mustard, which I have used all in my food. So I wanted to recreate those memories in my kitchen. Green coriander. Then I've got some red chilies, some green chilies, and here is my curd rice. And these are my seasonings for the curd rice. Some chopped ginger. So we have used pomegranate seeds, we have used the crispy bundi, we have used ginger, some chopped coriander, and then I have got the rice papadums, a nice sprig of curry leaf on my prawns. These are my memories which I have expressed through cooking. I am sure you must be having your memories which you can express to your loved ones and family through your cooking. If you have your story, do share with us because these stories helps us to recreate the memories that we have left behind. Thanks for watching and your support. We will be back with some more interesting recipes that you can cook in your kitchen.